It could have been better. I have always said that 75% success rate, 15% partly on some of the decisions we've made on the economy, and mostly on corruption. That's my judgment.
What's your view on corruption? I mean,
I think corruption, we've failed. The government has failed the fight on corruption. There are a lot of people sitting in air conditions driving Land Cruisers that should be in jail. There are a lot of people for nothing at all should have been to court and maybe let the court acquit them or let them be in jail.
We don't want to mention names here?
No, I don't want to mention names.
Why not? Why? You say you're truthful. If you're telling us the truth.
Oh, no, in terms of mentioning names of those that could have been in jail?
Yeah.
Oh, the banks. Oh, Unibank. The Dufours. They should at least be on trial. I don't see how the trial of Dufours are being done in a snail pace. The beige guys, beige capital guys, all these the people who look, the government borrowed 24 billion. Right? 24 billion Ghana cedis, which today, in that time, it was about $5 billion. We are going to IMF for less. But if we now took taxpayer is paying 24 billion for money they've mismanaged, all those banks that went down in Kumasi, Allied Savings and Loans, all these people should be in prison.
You talk about corruption. How would you fix the corruption challenge?
I say that, look, you fix this process. One, we don't have enough room in prison. So I want to build the largest prison in West Africa.
You want to build the largest
prison in West Africa? Yes, outdoor prison. Largest prison in West Africa. Move the prisons out of Adum and Ridge. Because somebody who is in prison in Adum, he's in a residential, he's in a 5-star hotel. Why do we have
the conditions they are under does not
well, it doesn't matter,
but
he's in Adum. He's in a 5-star hotel, not far from Golden Tulip, Lancaster. Right? So move the prisons out of the city centers. Take them to the inhabited areas, which is, we have large scale of land where you can have industry. You see, prison has its own industry. If you go to the US, there's a prison industry where you build prisons in areas where industries can now build around the prison and use the prison labor to now work. So that's cheap labor. Now you don't put people in prison to punish. Put people in prison to reform. So by having certain reform institutions around the prisons, you now change people. But then have people in those prisons because we need to separate the good from the bad. We are 32 million population. Not everybody needs to be out here. Those that are not law abiding and want to now touch government money, they have to be there.
So